We're gonna have to hire a tech. Maybe in the future here, we'll hire a tech. Let's go. Another one. I wonder when soon is. Soon is right now. Soon is right now. We're going to go ahead and jump into this build. Another late night stream. Thought I wanted to make it special for James because he's looking to jump in and start his streaming adventure. He's doing it the right way with the right hardware. So overall, we have a delicious build here. Sorry if you heard those pings on my PC. We are building it with the Ryzen 9 5900X. This beast got the 12 cores, 24 threads, and got a maximum boost of 4.8 gigahertz. This bad boy will handle any stream you throw at it. Beautiful. We're going to be plugging that into one of the higher end MSI boards. This is the MSI MEG X570 Unify. Definitely more of a creator's board. Super high end. Got all the features that you would ever need for your system. Who is James? James is one of our local customers. I don't know if he has a Twitter yet, but if he does, he's more than welcome to drop it here in the chat if he's watching. We're also going to be doing 2 terabytes of Gen 4 M.2 SSD. Gimme. This is the, for anybody that's wondering, it's Blend, which is the Micro Center brand. Then we've got a total of 64 gigabytes of RAM for this build. So that's a total of 4 sticks of 16, and 32. 32 and 32 is 64. This is the T-Force Delta by Team Group. Addressable RGB, nice and smooth when it's plugged in. We're going to be powering this beast with a GeForce RTX 3080 by MSI. So we're going to match the MSI theme that we already have going with the motherboard. This is an overclocked edition with 3 fans for better cooling. The rest of the system, because we're building in the Leon Lee 011 again, is going to be the CF120s. So we're using a total of 9 of these in the system, including a AIO, which is also by Deepcool. Fans are Deepcool. This cooler is by Deepcool. This is the Castle 36X 360mm AIO with some addressable RGB on the block. But we're going to actually replace these fans with addressable RGB fans to make it a little more fancy. I'm going to move some of these parts out of the way here. We've also got some extensions here that we're going to be using. Twitter is offluckjd. That please on Twitch. So go ahead and check out his channel. Drop him a follow or like it. Go ahead and check him out. Nice dope build. Yep. Are you pro? I like the pickup, bro. Toby, Jesus. Yo, I'm here. Excited to see it built. Yep, we're building it right now, man. Everything's here. We're building it. We're going to power this entire beast with a 1000 watt GA Supernova 80 plus gold, and this is a fully modular power supply.
Very small.
I know. Apparently we're having some technical difficulties in the kitchen, reported by the daughter. So I'm going to move all this out of the way here as we start out with the motherboard, CPU, RAM, SSD. I think you woke up, Chloe. Nice, right? Okay, we're a little stuck in the box here. Epic piece builder. Yep. Like to think on Epic times. I was just hunting M.2 screw because we're going to need that. There we go. This is the X570. Beauty. We're gonna get the CPU mounted, we're gonna get the RAM installed and the SSD installed. And then from there, we should be able to move on to the case. Here's our Ryzen 9 5900X. I'm sure this company will blow up and grow well. I mean, my goal really isn't to get super crazy and blow up. My goal is to honestly keep the quality, build quality over quantity. So, as long as I can maintain that while I'm growing, that will be the goal. Right, here's our GeForce Delta one stick 16 gigabytes. Make sure we put all these in the right channels for a matching set. I understand. Yeah. Quality over quantity. And we're also all about the experience. So making sure James has a good experience from start to finish. Pretty important to us. Our customer. So how's everybody's evening? Everybody doing good? What is everybody up to tonight? It's our 2 terabyte M.2 Gen 4. Got plenty of storage there. Pretty much put any game you want on that sucker and we'll have space left. I'm at Oakland getting ready to finish the semester. How you doing, Ben? I'm doing good. Slightly under the weather. All the extra builds this week, it's been really busy. So I'm not gonna lie, probably haven't gotten enough. But we'll get through it. There we go. We're just going to finish peeling off some of these skills because it will be a pain to get to them once it's here. All of them. Now we're going to go ahead and set this guy aside. And we're going to get the case out here and start building. This is a Leon Lee 011 Dynamic. Getting through all this packaging here. Then we're gonna pop this top panel off. This guy right here. And we'll be able to pull the side panel and the 2 glass panels off. Pop this off and all right, there we go. Now we're in. Got the case opened up. Gonna have to pull these 2 panels off because the fans are gonna be going here, and these are 2.5-inch SSD trays. There's more on the back. We really don't need these for this build. I'm gonna pull those off right now, get them out of the way. Then we're gonna drop the motherboard in here. I want to verify Want to verify we have all the studs for it. I actually one oopsie doopsie mistake here, but that's okay. Found it. And before we get any crazier here, I want to check this mounting kit for the AIO. Really quick check. Just want to make sure we don't have any special brackets. I don't think we do. Pretty sure this mounts to this kit, although I could be wrong. I work with so many different ones now, hard to remember which one is which. Yep. So we are going to use the bracket on the back, but we're pulling plastic plates. Clips here. Good that I actually checked this, because it's better to get this mounted like this out of the case. The plate doesn't fall back behind the motherboard. I'm glad you're finishing up your semester health PR. I'm sure you're excited. Right, there we go. Now we can go back to mounting this guy into the case. And because it's a Leon Lee case, it lines up beautifully. Now we're just going to get the screws for the case itself. Then we can screw the motherboard in. Yeah, I can't wait. 2 more and I'm done with my dual degree. Oh snap. Now 1 just wasn't good enough for you. You had to go get 2. Some would consider that as a right? We've got a really nice custom painted build coming up this weekend. I'm going to try to do the live stream on Saturday, but I don't think I'm going to have the paint ready, right, by Saturday, so we might have to do it Sunday. And worst case scenario, Monday night. But that will be a absolutely stunning beast with a custom paint job. I thought that was why you had a second kid, too. Yeah, well, why not? Unfortunately, mechanical degree kind of push you to get electrical. So I only need 4 more classes to get both, so why not? Yeah, I mean, you may as well. That's kind of how it is with Microsoft certificates. Kind of the same. Start one, and in order to get basically what you need to make money off of those certificates, you got to get like 8 of them. One just wasn't enough. Oh, you're talking about the kids, David? I mean, trust me, one was enough. I didn't make that decision. That was a surprise by God. But it's okay. I love both of them. We just didn't really expect it. So this one's got a little, this board, I always forget, under the heatsink, you have to remove the heatsink to screw this one in, which is weird. Why they did that, but okay. No big deal. I just undo the thing, back in, we're done. Yep. So we've got pretty much all this ready to go. I think what we're going to do next is start working on some of the fans here. And guess what? These fans have twisty ties. Everybody knows this is my favorite thing to do. Twisty ties. Kids, but also my group officer. Yeah. One isn't enough yet. The certificates, yep. Same thing. Kind of like Pokemon, you gotta catch them all. I'm just getting these fans prepped here by removing these twisty ties, and then we could get it mounted into the case. They just keep making more Pokemon, though. There's like 1,200 now. I know. Kind of. Like, when does the collection stop now? Like looking down a tunnel and you don't see the end of it. I miss like the early days of Pokemon where you actually had a point where you could say I have a complete collection without thinking that there was going to be, you know, 150 new Pokemon released next week. I didn't play Pokemon personally, but I just remember that. That was a lot of conversation back in the day. Back in my day. That's that. All right, we're starting with bottom fan mounted. I wish they would just keep making more silicone. I like the Pokemon. That's a wish. I think in yesterday's stream I said I was going to plug a bunch of stuff in before I did this. And here I am doing fans before I do it. AKA bad memory. Next time, I'll remember to plug the stuff in before I mount the bottom fans. Need to train your assistant to have it ready for you? Yeah, I know, right? Get busy doing FaceTime with your friends. Socializes. We've got 3 fans mounted on the bottom as intake, very nicely. Now what we're going to do is flip this over and we're going to get these side fans mounted. They're also intake, but it's going to be 3 fans right here. So we're going to take this panel off so it's out of our way. Go. Now that that's out of our way, we can get a new package of fans opened up. Get those going. I could be a little bit more proactive, David, and actually prep these or have her prep these before the stream so that they're done, the twist ties, because we'll have to sit here and watch me twist ties. But I guess if I'm going to endure the pain, I want you all to endure the pain. I want you to have the full experience. Do-do-do. It's okay if y'all don't want to sit here and watch this piece. You can, scroll through, come back, and see it glowing. Magic. All done. About an hour or so at that point. Got a couple of smaller builds to do as well. Don't normally stream them because they only last about 30 minutes. Got pretty about 30 minutes for a standard ATX case. Doesn't take long. Guess we could do multiple. Or funsies. And also maintain the quality. Alright, now we're getting to actually got 2 more to do after this. Then we can move on to the AIO cooler. Yep. That mounted. So JD, why don't you tell us a little bit more about yourself? More about what you're trying to stream? We're planning to stream more of with all this new hardware. It's gonna glow like a disco party. Use that one a lot. It's literally a disco party in a box every time. Not gonna lie, my shoulder is tired. Actually sore from building so many. And I always thought I had some pretty big shoulders. 25 from Flint, and plan on streaming variety. A lot of shooters, horror games. Awesome. Sounds like a fun channel to check out. There we have a total of 6 fans in here installed. Only took half the night. But we are going to move on to the AIO liquid cooler. Gonna get that loaded up here. We got another set of fans to do here on this thing. Awesome. A little bit of imperfection on the pins of the radiator. I think it'll be okay. Pretty sure the main point of any stream I'd ever make would be capturing Brittany yelling at me for stealing her kills. I would actually enjoy that. Not gonna lie. Knowing Brittany, that would be actually a very enjoyable stream. more fans. We're just doing the twist ties here. I promise I'm not sitting here just staring at my fingers. Actually trying to twist these off. Yes, I have thought about cutting the twist ties, but you're also chancing the mistake of accidentally cutting a wire. And that is not worth it to me. I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned way, just make sure I don't actually cut a wire. Not too bad. Then we have 12 screws to drive into the radiator. Mount these fans to the radiator. Struggling with this one. There we go. Three of them freed up. And we can start doing the screws. Of them. Oh boy. Now, David, it might be that time where I start thinking about a drill or a handheld. I think you may have been right. Right. Now we're going to mount this radiator on the top here. While we do so, we're going to run these cables to their holes that we need to run them into on the back side. That way, I have to try to stick my fat finger up there and try to work it out after the fact. Trust me, it's not a enjoyable situation. Now that we got the cables sorted there, we can start screwing in the radiator to the top of the case here. We're going to try to center it up the best we can. We're going to do 2 corners on opposite sides. That will kind of hold the weight as we do the rest of the screws. That one, and this guy over here. That should make it so that we can do the rest of them. 12 total. Probably don't need 12, but we like to just fill it out anyway. Go, we got the radiator mounted very nicely. Now we're going to go ahead and get the block mounted to you. There is thermal paste on the bottom of this. We're going to wipe that off up in a thermal grizzly. Nice and clean. Set that down for a second. Actually get the mounting brackets. Alright, there we go. Got our mounting brackets on the block. We are ready to just plug it in. We need to add our thermal grizzly here. Thermal grizzly, some of the best thermal paste out there. That is what helps transfer the heat off of port and onto the copper. Alright, so last we need to nuts. Four of these that will secure the block to the CPU. I'm going to do it in a diagonal fashion. Also fully tighten it down that it's even. Distributed pressure to the CPU. Probably don't have to be as particular. Probably don't have to be as particular with the pressure these days. Something I've always done. Installing any CPU. And very normal. To think about it while you're doing it. And just has been the normal process. Start each one, and then I'm going to go around and take. Sometimes I like to hand tighten them before I tighten them. That way, there's pretty much even pressure across all of them. Yep. Perfect. Now we've got a bunch of cables that we're going to have to deal with right now. I think we deal with them now instead of later. I believe we got fan hub for this fans. We're at that running off the CPU header. We have a hub that we're going to be plugging into the fan header. Run it to the back for the fan. We also have a pump header coming right off this block here. That needs to be labeled pump. And then we have our RGB for the actual block here. This that needs to run to the back, plugged into the back of the computer to route this to the back of the computer. Typically, we're going to couple this out motherboard. Then we can lift the motherboard up and tuck it. It'll help hide some of it. nice and hidden, tucked away. Last one we want to double check as our addressable, our down at the bottom, fine, on the cable set. Starting to look like a PC. We've got one addressable RGB here. Plug into the bottom right here. And not enough light for me to see these pins well enough. There we go. And we're also going to need fan hubs for the side and the bottom, and another addressable RGB for the side and the bottom. Just going to use another header for that. Looking good. Yeah, I know, man. Turning out pretty good. Although I like to think all of our builds turn out pretty good. Right? Of course, that one I can plug in way if I know what I'm doing. The other one I couldn't. Wife of me. We're going to take the PWM fan hubs for the side and the bottom. We're going to plug them in at the bottom. So there's one more. Lots of likes on the stream. Appreciate everybody that liked. I know I haven't been paying attention. Been kind of heads down trying to get this. I apologize, but thank you everyone who liked the stream. Janet Gaming, John, Toby, JD, a couple hours ago. Back when we started, right? Go. We got those hubs plugged in. Now there's some cables for the case itself that we want to get plugged in. Then we could actually move on to the graphics card, cable extension, and the power supply. So we're close. Just probably gonna take a good hour left. Build it somewhere in it. Big build. Okay though, we're gonna get it all fired up. That's just this is your front panel USB-C. I'm trying to angle down here, get plugged in. I recommend if you're building in this case to make sure that you are plugging these in before you plug these bottom fans in. Like 1,000 times easier. Sorry if you're sticking to the back of my head. Either go. And now we can get the rest of the plugged in. Case itself, our front panel switch Power switch, reset, power switch. There. Front panel HD audio. And our front panel USB. Back filter. Plugged in. Front panel, the audio is plugged in, and then we'll power switch. Cables back down there. I do believe I need to slap a graphics card in here. Go ahead and do that. Take the back panel fillers off the case because I can pull those out anyway. I prep the slot by locking down. Now it's time for the RTX 3080. One beast of a card. Because we're not shipping this one, we are going to have the card in there ready to go. It's going to be handled with care, so much easier. James is local; he's picking up locally. Here we are, the RTX 3080 by MSI. And we do have a bracket for this one as well. We have to drop the screw and the thing in there. No, that's actually not part of it. We have to take these couple of screws off that we can get this bracket screwed in or mounted. This is a graphics card bracket. What this is going to do is help hold the weight of this back side of the card so it doesn't cause any warping on the PVC here because of the weight of the card itself is so heavy. It will eventually cause damage because of the weight, gravity. So help prevent that, we have a graphics card bracket and mount here. It's just a big chunk of metal with a little rubber padding on the top where it touches the card. The card literally just rests on it and it's warping. So if you have a really big graphics card and you don't have one of these or some sort of bracket itself, then I would highly recommend investing in one. Over time, your graphics card is going to form a warp. Happens over time. They're very easy to install. Benefit. Why you see if you're shopping around online, like before's GTX 1070s, that was a big card, and the 1080s, might find some of them have a weird warp to them. It's simply because the owner did not have a port bracket. It's very easy to avoid. Hardware nice. Does not interfere with airflow because the airflow fans is literally just pushing air right into the card, and then it expels to the side of the card here. So there's no interference with airflow whatsoever. There we go. We have the RTX 3080 installed, along with all 9 of the fans, the radiator, the IO, the ramp. Really what's left is our power supply cables, which we have white and black zebra. Kind of matches the entire theme of the build. Which we're gonna use cable combs with, or cable comb them up. And then we plug the power supply in and get all the fans on the back plugged in and fire it up. Before I move forward with starting on cables, I'm going to take a 5-minute break. I've been standing for almost 2 hours now, or somewhere in, I don't know, while. So I'm going to take a little bit of a 5-minute or so break. But we're going to come back. We're going to cable comb these up and plugged in. Again, the cables, power supply, and the connecting all the fans on the back. And then we fire it up and see how she looks. Not too much left to do. I'll just leave this kind of here. Y'all can check it out. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Get these cable combs going. Get this all plugged in and fire it up. Hello. Going to be a few extra cables in your package. If you ever go to upgrade things, add the extra cables. Be able to do that and match your existing cables. Beautiful. All right, so now that we got all those cables plugged in, let's go ahead and start getting the fans all plugged in. All the fans plugged in. Some of the cable management done. Who we building tonight? We are building for James. a local customer out of Flint, Michigan, and he is looking to get some better hardware for streaming. Are building absolute beast, right? Gonna deliver everything he Yeah, right on. What's the specs? So right now we are working with a Ryzen 9 5900X X570 Unified motherboard, 64 gigabytes DDR4 100. That's 4 sticks. 2 terabyte M.2 and 4. 1000 watt power supply and an RTX by default. Are the fans that I'm currently plugging in, along with the I should have went 5900. Well, it's not too difficult to upgrade. And that's the good news. Literally just buying the CPU, taking the block off, putting the new CPU on, and repasting, and shazam, you're upgraded. So if you ever need to upgrade, pretty easy. Or if you want to change your mind, let me know. I could go get one tomorrow. 3090? No, this is a 3080 build. So, same card as yours. More of a I have a 5900 haha than matter. Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm not even I personally don't even have a Ryzen 9 either. I'm running a Ryzen 7 5800X, same one as you. So more than enough for streaming even, and you can definitely do a stream with it. Will 12 gigabyte, so will a 12, yeah, again, more than enough. You'll be happy with it. And what you could brag about is not having to spend as much money, but I mean, for what James is doing, I think it's a good balance, because he's coming from something way less right now, so he's happy with a lot of extra power. Definitely really grow with this build. Pretty much do whatever he wants with it at that point. So guys, I go through about, this is a package of 1,000 zip ties, and I go through about one of these packages in a month. I have to open a new package already. What even is the price difference for 58 and 59? I think it's about 150, 200-ish right now. And AMD is actually really dropping the prices on their CPUs because they're getting ready for their new series. They're trying to empty their inventory. So we might even be able to get it cheaper. I mean, they just announced it, literally, like just a couple days ago. New prices. Then you actually have to find a place that's selling it at that price, honoring that price. Still kind of hard. Wait, what? Sorry, was away. Kiddo just woke up. No worries. I was just saying that AMD has announced the pricing on their 5000 series. Although I don't know how long it's going to take for it to actually trickle down. But it's simply because they're trying to empty out their inventory, getting ready for the 6000 series. So they're probably liquidating 5000 series that they have inventory of. But then you got to actually find a place that is honoring that. I don't know how long it'll be until it trickles down where we can get it at the price they're announcing. But basically everything's $100 less. So if it was a $300 CPU, now it's $200. They literally just announced that a couple days ago. Nothing I could have done to know that was coming. Still not worth it for the flex of saying, yeah, I know. Like I said, I don't even have one. Just not exactly it, but in some cases it is. You know, if I was doing like a daily Warzone stream, I'd probably look at a Ryzen 9. Just so I can have that horsepower available to me. But I really don't do Warzone streams anymore. I just pour too much on the stream. I play Warzone. And it just wasn't healthy. So, sticking to my build streams. What I'm good at. Half my vocabulary is swearing, even worse than when it's Call of Duty. Yeah, I know. I couldn't keep it clean. I tried. And then there was one day where a friend of ours, one of their kids was watching my stream and I was swearing on it. And then our friend contacted us and said that they didn't want their kids watching my stream because it was swearing. That's really when it dawned on me. I was like, I should probably stop playing Call of Duty, streaming it. Wasn't worth it. I'm gonna stick with the building streams. Those are just way more productive. Oh, big T. Yep. Yeah, see. Hot take. People shouldn't get mad that their kids are watching a rated M game the casters. Yep. But I mean, I have kids myself, so. There's one of them right there. Nope. Still loud enough to wake up. I know. I'm being notified that dinner is done and that it is dangerously cheesy. Not careful, you're on this field. That's the only kind of dinner. Why is dangerously cheesy a warning? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Oh, come on. Zip ties are definition of a love-hate. Trying to put in all places. Love-hate. My wife's the same way though. We're both pizzaholics. Oh yeah. When there's spaghetti, there's like 8 pounds of Parmesan. I don't know why. Basically, you're painting a picture of a mountain on top of the mountain. It snows so much that there's okay. I think we are somewhat satisfied with the cable management on the backside. We just got to make some trims here. Am I going bald yet? Am I going bald yet? Okay. No, I do not build full-time yet. I would love to build full-time, but I am a Microsoft Cloud Solutions engineer. Specifically, I do a lot of migrations with organizations around Detroit, Michigan, small to medium to large companies. I'll migrate them to the cloud. I'll be the lead technician during that project, as well as designing recommendations for your environment. That is my full-time job. I enjoy it, actually quite a bit. Just, I like building computers more. And it's definitely more than enough as a salary for the family, supporting the family. I'm not building just because I need money. I'm building because I enjoy it and I'm passionate about it. Scroll up to the top of that list and hit play. All right, power supply time. There's crazy money in software. Yeah, I mean, there's crazy money in software and software with the word cloud in it. I have a really good job, and I enjoy it, and I enjoy the company I work for, and I'll actually probably be pretty sad once I do go full-time with PC building. You know, if it grows big enough, I'll actually be pretty sad. Can you scroll down that list, Adrian? Adrian, please stop scrolling the chat. Scroll it back down. Thank you. It's scrolling on my computer and moving the chat on me. Yeah, word, that's crazy. Anything clouded and bonkers, yep. Exactly. Trying to upscale fast. Honestly, the plan for Empower, upscaling fast, not really upscale fast, but because my number one goal is to keep quality. I don't ever want to let that go. That is what is creating the brand, and what the brand is going to be named or known for is quality. So if you come to Empower Gaming Computers, you're going to get a quality built gaming computer, and you're going to be treated with, look, white glove service. So that's what we want to. That's what I want to be known as, and I don't want to lose that. No matter how fast I grow, if I'm growing too fast and I'm losing those core values, then I'm going to put the brakes on, and we're going to fix that. But the brand name is a reflection of who I am, and I want to make sure it's reflected right. If not, then why the hell am I doing this? The whole point of starting Empower Gaming Computers is because of places like iBuyPower or CyberPower, which, you know, they do mass productions of gaming computers, and really, if they just got the right, you know, the right hardware, they would actually probably be really good gaming computers. But people just don't understand. You're buying a crappy case that suffocates your parts, cheap fans, and they cut corners on power supplies, and they cut corners on motherboards. All around, you're just getting a cheap piece of shit product, and they're calling it a gaming piece. That was offensive to me, and that's why I started Empower Gaming Computers, because that's a lie. Not a gaming computer. It's literally an office computer with a graphics card in it. So, yes, that is the main goal, is to continue to grow it through, you know, communities, and really just get the brand name out there and get it known for its quality. And once it's big enough to start doing bigger things, well, then I'll start planning it accordingly. But I don't want it to lose its quality. It's kind of gross there. I mean, if you want an office computer with a graphics card in it, you could go on Marketplace, get a Dell Optiplex, and throw a 1050 Ti in there, and that's pretty much equivalent what you just paid for it. iBuyPower. No offense to them. Love you guys, but some of the guys there are really cool, but come on. Designers need to understand that people will pay for quality. They would rather pay for quality than a cheap gift. Something that's going to work out of the box, something that's going to work for a long time and look nice as well. Quality over quantity. Quality, quality, quality. I dig that. Yeah, that's just basically, it's Quagmire saying quality instead of giggity. Well, that's unfortunate. Huh? Oh. Actually, fine. Decided to change these. Like I told you, I went with you because you took the time of your day to go over every single piece of my build. Yes. I think it's important, kind of just have that conversation and discover what is going to be right for you. Are you overbuying or overbuilding, or are you underbuilding or underbuying? Making sure that the experience is going to be what you want it to be. 9 times out of 10, that is what you want. You want it to work the way you think it's going to work. That's what I want to do. Make sure I translate that for everybody. Found them. I think so. I spent out of my budget to get with you because of that. You have great thing going here, bud. Thanks, man. I know. I'm trying to slowly grow. Brand name out there. I want people to not really like wait in line for power, but I want them to know if they want a quality product, know where to go. They want something fast and cheap, they also know where to go. Not here. We're not known for cheap. We're known for quality. I want to make sure it's built right, that it lasts as long as you gives you the experience you want it. I'm gonna try button these up a little before we finish this build. But just to get it up and running so that poor Mr. James can see this build before he falls asleep. I know it's late, getting late, at 11 o'clock I think right now. I don't know what time he has to get up for work or anything like that. Getting late, I know it. There we have it. We have literally everything plugged into this. So we're gonna get it figured out. Maybe these. All right. So it's that time of the night or of the stream that we start plugging things in. And we start talking about peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly time. All right, let's see if I can knock my camera down. For the light show, boys.
Oh.
MSI likes to start out in a breathing mode for the fans, so the fans are going to go through a breathing cycle. I could try to get in the BIOS and change that up real quick. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I know. Clean. And we got a post. So again, I don't think I have had a. Wait, no, I've had one computer live stream not post, and it ended up being a CPU. So it wasn't my fault. Bad. Let's see if we can get into the BIOS and change the lighting really quick. Actually, not sure if we can from the BIOS of MSI. Well, it's well, it doesn't look like I'll be able to change that until I get the software installed. So we're kind of stuck in a breathing mode for the RGB. Well, James, I don't know if you're still up or not. If not, you can always come back and watch the end of the video before you pick it up tomorrow. Oh yeah, it's clean. Looks amazing, man. Yeah, I know. It turned out really nice. It'll look, you know, it'll look way better probably in person. So all I've got left to do on it is Windows, drivers, updates, BIOS update, change some of the settings in the BIOS after the BIOS update, and then we go through a benchmark process to make sure that's all running cool and everything's performing where it should be. So there is a process still that we need to finish before it's ready for pickup, even though it's built. There's still quite a few things that we have to finish up. And then I want to clean up some of the wires in the backside as well. Big wires, button them up a little bit. Looks amazing, man. That 011 case, so good. Yeah, this is probably, again, one of my favorite cases to build in is the Lian Li 011 Dynamic. Until they make another case that beats it, this is the case that I will always build in. Unless it's a bigger build and has custom open loops, which would be an XL. The XL version of this. But beautiful case. Alright guys, this is actually where I'm going to leave you tonight. I haven't eaten din din yet, so I need to eat. But I just wanted to make sure we got this built as early as possible today with the schedule. Today it was kind of crazy, and I promised James that we'd get this streamed, so I didn't want him like up at 1 o'clock in the morning as I'm building it stream. So I skipped get my meal to make sure I got this done for him as early as possible. Let me know if RAM pops the bed by the morning. I'm a little worried about the Royal LOL. No, it should be okay. I mean, Generally with RAM, it's usually pretty sensitive immediately, especially if you set the XMP profile. So we'll know pretty quick if there's a problem. And if there is a problem with the RAM, I literally have a micro center 30 minutes away. So I could go get more. Dunking out randomly. Yeah, I'll put it on a test and see how it goes. But I probably won't be doing that portion of it until tomorrow. I'm going to run the graphics test to put a really big load on the graphics card and the CPU benchmark, just to make sure that the system gets super hot and that it, not super hot, but make sure there's a super big load on it to make sure the system is cooling it properly, and then I'll come back and check the results. And then usually the RAM is probably one of the last things I do, because 9 times out of 10 with RAM, you'll notice right away it's finicky when you're installing Windows. You'll get blue screens during the Windows installation. So that's when you really know you have a RAM problem or a CPU problem, but that's really rare. And we've already installed Windows, so there weren't any issues there. It's just a matter of getting the XMP set and then running, just doing a test on the RAM, making it read and write. Check for errors, basically, is all you're doing. So there's a big process that we still have to complete, James, and we'll be doing that tomorrow for you, and should have it ready for pickup by the end of the day tomorrow. So be on the lookout for a call or a text or an email letting you know that your order is ready for pickup. I'll try to stay ahead of it so that you know exactly when it's done, so you can, literally drop by when I'm packing it up, if that works for you. But this is where I'm going to leave you guys. Happy Tuesday evening, almost Wednesday. And James, I'll be talking to you tomorrow. Divinity, I will be sending you an email tomorrow with some special tracking information, unless something goes south, which, again, you'll be the first to know. What do you think pickup could be? Probably towards the end of the day, James. So towards 5-6 o'clock, I think. I should have everything ready. I just want to give it enough time that we do the benchmarks, which is a part of the certificate that we hand out for each of our builds. We put it through that test to certify that it's been tested, which normally takes at least 12 hours. I like to generally double that and do 24, but with this system, I'm not seeing any problems coming up right now. So, looking good. Awesome. Can't wait. Looking forward to it. Awesome, man. Yeah, I can't wait to just see your face when you open it up. Because, again, it's going to look way better in person. I promise. So, all right, guys. Have a good night. Happy Tuesday.
in a lifetime.